In 2002, Timor-Leste became an observer of the Associations of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN). Therefore, the government of Timor-Leste is working hard to become a permanent member of ASEAN. Although the oldest member of ASEAN is Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines, and new members of ASEAN must adhere to applicable treaties and cooperations focus on three parts: socio-cultural, security, and economic. During the war with Indonesia, ASEAN supported the Indonesian occupations of Timor-Leste. However, after Timor-Leste gained independence through the restorations of independence on 20 May 2002, after the end of the transition period of the United Nations Administration (UNTAD), there was a political will to work towards Timor-Leste becoming a member of ASEAN as an observer or as a permanent member. Timor-Leste shall comply with all applicable treaties as agreed with ASEAN members with India, China, South Korea, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand under the current global partnership of bilateral and trilateral cooperations established in relation to the free global market issues of the region. Timor-Leste applied for ASEAN's membership in 2011 and was obtained official and trilateral status. This allowed Timor-Leste to join meetings, including the ASEAN Summit ASEAN Plenary. Timor-Leste has also made efforts to join ASEAN at the regional, national, and diplomatic levels to show that Timor-Leste has a commitment to join ASEAN, and this is an important commitment to join ASEAN, and that this is a foreign policy priority for the country. By virtue of Timor-Leste's geographical location in Southeast Asia, its recognition as a sovereign state by all member states of the organizations, the requirements to respect the ASEAN Charter, and the willingness to comply with accession's obligations. Timor-Leste has also developed diplomatic relations with 10 ASEAN member states and has opened embassies in Jakarta, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Thailand. This has made it easier to strengthen relations. Timor-Leste's embassy in Malaysia will handle relations with Myanmar and Vietnam, and the embassy in Thailand will handle relations with the Philippines. Timor-Leste faces a stricter ASEAN entry process than other member states. Indonesia was the first country to support Timor-Leste accessions to the ASEAN, which is also supported by the state of Malaysia, Thailand, and the Philippines. And the adoption of Timor-Leste has been a topic of strong debate in the ASEAN Forum between member states with a strict analysis of their perspective on the ASEAN pillars. However, Timor-Leste also assists all the efforts and preparations in the process of becoming a full member of ASEAN in 2025. From April 1st to April 4th, 2024, the ASEAN Secretary-General Kau Kim Horn conducted an official visit to Timor-Leste. The visit was marked by a series of official meetings, a discussion sessions with members of the government, and the launch of the ASEAN Future Leaders Program. On April 1st, Secretary-General Kau Kim Horn first agenda met with the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of Timor-Leste, Bendito dos Santos Freitas. In press conference, the minister said at the ASEAN Secretary-General's ASEAN delegations and secretariat visit to observe, to discuss with our leaders the entire process of our preparation for ASEAN accessions, and also the minister further highlighted that the ASEAN Secretary-General will meet with leaders to present and launch a very important program of leaders for the future.
Secretariado ASEAN, maito ia Timor-Leste, atu hare, atu observa, atu polia, feita líder sira, com o processo toma e tem a preparação para a adesão para ASEAN. Também para que o senhor secretário-geral, Dr. Kau, e mais hoita se assume de líder sira, se halamos a apresentação e lançamento do programa Líderes para o Futuro União, e é que importante temas.
On the same day at the Hotel Timor at the dinner, he stated that he discussed Timor-Leste's priorities, especially in the Asian political security community. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, Benedito dos Santos Freitas, continued to express his appreciations to the Asian Secretary for visiting Timor-Leste, to strengthen the commitment of the Asian Secretary and continue to facilitate Timor-Leste's process for Asian integration.
Your presence here tonight reflects the strong commitment of the ASEAN Secretariat to continue facilitating our accession process and into the ASEAN integration into ASEAN family. I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to the ASEAN Secretariat under your leadership, Dr. Kau, the other member states and external partners for your continued technical support in guiding us to fulfill the requirements as defined in the accession roadmap and milestones across the three ASEAN community pillars. Your support and guidance have been invaluable as we navigate the complexities of the accession process. We look forward to fruitful discussions and exchanges during your stay and to continue collaborating with all of your team during pre-accession, post-accession, and integration into the ASEAN family and beyond.
In 2022, ASEAN leaders decided that Timor-Leste should join ASEAN, and Timor-Leste should be able to participate in 500 meetings, and participation in ASEAN meetings will show that Timor-Leste's leaders are members of ASEAN. And Kau underlined that what should be done and what should be accelerated to speed up the preparation towards full membership in ASEAN. Obviously, that gives room for opportunity to prepare. And occasionally, he sees clearly the desire of the leaders of Timor-Leste to be part of ASEAN.
2023, as I conveyed to the Minister, that Timor-Leste participated in at least 500 ASEAN meetings. And this, the participation in ASEAN meetings demonstrated the clear commitment of Timor-Leste to become a full member of ASEAN. I want to underline that we're here to look at what more could be done in order to expedite the preparation for the full membership of Timor-Leste in ASEAN. It's clear that the commitment for both sides, the leaders made a commitment to welcome Timor-Leste as a 11th member in terms of the status, provide opportunity and space for Timor-Leste to prepare. But at the same time, we have seen a clear commitment expressed by the leadership of Timor-Leste from part of ASEAN.
On April 2nd, the Asian Secretary General accepted an invitation to visit Timor-Leste President José Ramos Horta at the Presidential Palace. Kau expressed his high appreciations for Timor-Leste's desire and efforts to become a full member of ASEAN. He also stated that the Asian Secretariat will support Timor-Leste in its efforts to meet the requirements set by ASEAN and exchange its capacity.
It's a call on His Excellency, the President of Timor-Leste, Excellency Dr. José Ramos Horta. What I can share with you that I see the President always have the commitment and the desire to bring Timor-Leste to be part of ASEAN very early on. And the commitment still here and very strong. The discussion that we just had, of course, looking at how Timor-Leste has been participating in the various activities of ASEAN, but also how Timor-Leste has been able to support the efforts of ASEAN as well. Particularly, even though Timor-Leste is not yet a member of ASEAN. So it's very clear that I see the President has a clear vision to be part of ASEAN very early into the day. And I think the strong commitment, strong desire translate into the actual work for Timor-Leste to formally request to become a full member in 2011. And of course, for ASEAN, we now, of course, also have the commitment to work closely with Timor-Leste to bring Timor-Leste on board as a full member.
During the visit, Kau expressed the Asian Secretariat's commitment to assist Timor-Leste in meeting the requirements established by Asians to become a full member of the regional organization. Kau also reaffirmed his strong commitment to support Timor-Leste in developing its capacity as an Asian member state in the future.
We are very pleased to see the reaffirmation by actually the President, who would like to be part of ASEAN sooner rather than later, and we look forward to work closely with Timor-Leste at different levels as we finalize the membership in the very, very near future.
The Prime Minister said his meeting with Kau was very important because we all know that Timor-Leste wants to become a member of ASEAN. In this meeting, Kau gave his important opinion on prepare ourselves to become an Asian member in the coming years.
Também, ito tratando de Bolívia, Timor-Leste quer ser membro da ASEAN e o engano when sama ka tu sai nia senhor ne foi ideias nebe importante percebes a tu ita prepara Hare Rasik o de bele ia tina mai ne bele sai membro ASEAN nia.
On April 3rd, 2024, the Asian Secretary General participated in the launch of the Asian Future Leaderships Program for young leaders and the future of Timor-Leste. This program was promoted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Cooperations through the Asian Affairs Vice Minister's Office. The program aims to develop the leadership capacity of Timorense youths. In his participations in the launch of the Future Leaderships Program of Asian Secretary Kau Kim Horm said he appreciated Timor-Leste's preparations to become a member of ASEAN. Timor-Leste has a strong commitment to become an Asian member and has already established cooperations with ASEAN. He believes Timor-Leste will definitely become a member of ASEAN because it has invested in the process of becoming an Asian member. As a young and vibrant nation, Timor-Leste would slowly bring perspective as well as in a good ways ideas to the Asian community, and it's we gotta truly appreciate Timor-Leste participation in ASEAN. Eventually, inclusion Timor-Leste as a full member of ASEAN, which surely open up exciting prospects over youth exchange cooperations and joint tables. And he hopes the young people from Timor-Leste can bring bridges, build solidarity, and work together towards the common objectives, transcending geographical boundaries, and foster sharing identity and solidarity.
As a young and vibrant nation, Timor-Leste would surely bring fresh perspectives as well as innovative ideas to the ASEAN community. In this regard, I truly appreciate Timor-Leste's participation in ASEAN meetings on education, youth and sports, and capacity building activities, as well as regional dialogues. The eventual inclusion of Timor-Leste as a full member of ASEAN would surely open up exciting prospects of our youth exchange, cooperation, and joint endeavors. In fact, such endeavors are already taking place, although in a smaller space, a smaller scale at the moment. Through youth-led initiatives, cultural exchanges, and educational programs, young people from Timor-Leste and ASEAN member states can build bridges. Okay, it's very important to build bridges, forge friendship, build solidarity, and work together towards the common objectives, transcending geographical boundaries and fostering a sense of shared identity and solidarity.
Kau had mentioned early in his meeting with members of the East Timorese government the roadmap for East Timor full membership in ASEAN, actively involving young people in implementations of the roadmap as it can harness the energy, creativity, enthusiasm, innovations, perspective that ensuring the voices of youth are heard.
Interest everyone that the roadmap for Timor-Leste's full membership in ASEAN, which I had mentioned earlier in my engagement with the members of the government of Timor-Leste, offers a strategic background for youth engagement, in particular based on the documents of the ASEAN Social-Cultural Community Pillar. In fact, by actively involving young people in the implementation of the roadmap, ASEAN can harness their energy, creativity, enthusiasm, innovation, and fresh perspectives, and to drive progress and achieve shared goals, thus ensuring that the voices of youth are heard and their contributions are valued.
The Prime Minister also added in his speech that this program comes in a very important year and represents our commitment to regional integration and cooperation, and marks an important step in our journey towards national development. To look towards future development, the Prime Minister emphasized the importance of investing in the future leadership generation in order to support our nation in meeting even greater global challenges, as well as fostering innovation and contributing to a sustainable and prosperous future.
Particularly important to for Timor-Leste now, as we embark on our final preparations to join ASEAN. This program is a sign of our commitment to regional integration and cooperation, and it marks a significant step in our journey towards national development. Timor-Leste's development is dependent more than ever before on our human resources and the empowerment of our human potential, which is why we are investing in the next generation of leaders. The ninth constitutional government has identified human development and social capital as priority areas for investment, along with economic diversification, infrastructure development, and good governance. We believe that our membership of ASEAN will augment these priorities. Timor-Leste is a young nation with untapped potential.
The Prime Minister Karala Shanana Gusmaung in his closing speech expressed thanks for the presence of ASEAN Secretary General Kau and said he considered it a demonstration of ASEAN's support for Timor-Leste's journey towards ASEAN's membership.
Thank you for coming today, because this ceremony is very important to affirm our commitment to the future.
Beside that, there was also the launch of the Vice Minister's ASEAN Affairs Program, where Milena Rangel stated, "With confidence, the young leaders here will be agents of change and cooperation for country.
We are confident that the young leaders here today with us will be agents of change and cooperation, not only for our country, but also for the region as well.
In his speech made it clear that FLBA program is an important part of Timor-Leste becoming an ASEAN member in the future. Also clarified the roadmap that can expand partnership and top markets with good services in tourism, education, and investment. She believes that the leaders of the state and the private sector and civil society in Timor-Leste are united and committed to developing the next generations of leaders in Timor-Leste.
Our roadmap to ASEAN open access and partnership for our largely untapped market for goods, services such as tourism and investment, as well as high in-demand education and job for our young workforce. Our Timorese leaders from government, private sector, and civil society sectors are united in our commitment to develop the next generation of leaders as the key of our future.
Meanwhile, with this, the new generation's leaderships of Timor-Leste will also raise their awareness through visits to Asian countries during this program in order to promote Timor-Leste's capacity and potential as a member state of ASEAN. In the afternoon sessions on April 3rd, the ASEAN Secretary-General continued his visit to the Timor-Leste Chamber of Commerce and Industry, CCITL, to hold a meeting with the President of CCITL, Jorge Serrano. The ASEAN Secretary-General mentioned the importance of his visit and gave great motivation to the private sector, especially to the Timor-Leste Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Visita dane foi importância teve para o setor privado. Tamas oin, sa secretário tete. E a ASEAN é los colher política, estratégia, mas econômica importante teve. Tanema visita oin, visita a foi motivação boa que teve o setor privado. Ele vai Câmara Comércio de Timor-Leste, setor privado nacional. O moço malo que se selo, que sai autor econômico de Timor-Leste. A tubele preparar o declio, pode rolar parte e a ASEAN no futuro mais e se rolar parte tamadezão.
The Asian Secretary-General added that his meeting with CCITL was in a good discussions regarding the government's performance in supporting the country's development. They also expect that when Timor-Leste becomes a member of ASEAN, CCITL will become a member of Asian business.
My colleagues from the ASEAN Secretariat to have dialogue with existing President of Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Timor-Leste, and also the members and Vice President. We had a very good discussion just now on the role of CCITL as another, what we call the arm of the government to support the development of the country. In ASEAN, we have the Chamber of Commerce and Industry for all the countries, ASEAN member states. But last year, starting from last year, in fact, CCITL has been invited to participate in the various meetings in the ASEAN framework, particularly under the ASEAN Business Advisory Council.
Secretary-General of ASEAN also believes that Timor-Leste has a lot of potential in the coming years to become a member of a new future and hopes that CCITL can become a partner and a bridge to support Timor-Leste's economy. During the 4th of April, the Asian Secretary-General had a meeting with the resident ambassadors of Asian member states in Timor-Leste. After concluding his official visit to Timor-Leste, Cao provided information to the ambassadors regarding new developments in ASEAN and the progress of Timor-Leste accessions to ASEAN. Furthermore, Cao said the Asian Secretariat was ready to assist Timor-Leste's efforts to become a full member of ASEAN.